Welcome to the chat room.
More like the scat room.
Okay.
Unless we're going to talk like William Shatner. That'd be kind of awesome.
It's not going to happen.
How about
tap for 3 green.
How about Christopher Walken?
Can't do Christopher Walken.
I'm not sure he even can anymore.
Oh, we're back with webcam. Welcome to the scat room.
Man, you're stealing all of my things.
I'm applauding them.
And I don't support either of those.
I very rarely approve of anything you do or say. You should
true.
take this as a fucking compliment.
Where did magic go? Now you can't see us.
That's the question I always ask. Where did the magic go? When did we lose the magic?
Well, when we restarted the computer, it shut down.
Unable to connect to the remote server.
Are you fucking kidding me? There's nothing wrong with my internet connection, you asshats.
It's bound to come up. There we go.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, can we
He had nothing to do with this.
talk about the guy's man boobs again? Too late.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that it looks like they may have taken a drawing of a woman and then stuck a dude's head on it because they decided it was supposed to be a guy.
That's
the same way they did with Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can do in Photoshop.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay.
Gotta do it.
Okay.
I'm glad you approve of how well we broke it.
So we found out that with the last one, it apparently if you record to Twitch,
You can tell it to go to do it to YouTube, but we didn't do that.
did we this time?
Nope.
We should do that.
Oh,
Settings, maybe?
I don't know. Who cares? I'm not here to please these people.
Maybe you do it... No, wait. You do it from the little...
From this other one?
either down there or it's on... No, not from there. Like, okay, either from the little gear
Okay.
The little gear.
or
not.
Or you do it in the site. But let's not worry about it because we've had people waiting for 17 minutes for us to not do anything.
Right.
Mission accomplished.
And that's why they keep coming back. So make
Because
sure you
We
donate
got
on
all sorts of
PayPal.
things down at the bottom.
Because they hate their own lives. Jesus. Just
Yeah.
hit yes. Just hit yes to everything. Fucking download all of it. I don't care anymore.
I think we've had some problems with that in the past. When you
These things are legit.
okay. All right.
I wish this was legit.
Well, we'll just do the.
We're awesome, and you need to remember that.
We'll do the.
Yeah, where is
double-
Nick? That's a good question. Nick has agoraphobia.
How do I get another window?
What do you
What's,
mean?
Oh.
Okay.
There's beer all over the place.
Firefox.
But none of it is within reach.
A Firefox?
Yeah.
Well, you have to be in Firefox.
Well, this every time I clicked on it, it brought up the chat because the chat's apparently in Firefox.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Screencast-O-Matic is what I was.
Screencast.
Although-
Automatic.
Didn't we download that?
We did it at my house. I don't know if we did it here.
Right. We didn't. We have to because it uploads weird unless we actually are uploading it correctly, which we're not.
Oh, well. At least we've got that going for us.
Right. If we knew what we were doing, this would be an unnecessary step. But we obviously don't know what we're doing.
That's how I feel about upkeep. It's an unnecessary step.
It is.
Let's just cut to the chase, shall we? Why do we need that?
If it was up to me, we'd get rid of the untap step also.
Let's lose upkeep, shall we?
Oh, okay. So we didn't quite need that yet. Damn it. Here comes the intro video.
Jesus.
This
Draft
is
beer something.
Congratulations.
68.
The sloppiest draft beer ever.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was going to be so much better than the one we tried to do the couple times ago.
It is.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not the sloppiest ever.
Before the storm of the century.
Right.
Mm.
God, that was a letdown.
We got a day off of work for it, even though nothing happened. That was pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah. I had to work like a 16-hour fucking day, so shut up.
You can't work a 60-hour day.
I said 16.
Viewers list? I didn't even know these things were possible.
Wow. How do I get to be a moderator? Why are you fucking with stuff?
That's what we said, Cankles.
So Nick's checking in from home. Hi, Nick. How's the agoraphobia? Are you swaddled in your diaper? Ass, get over here. I will run a fucking limo. Get your ass over here. Jesus Christ. Can we fucking drink now?
Well, that's the,
That may be the best response to anything that Bob has to say ever. Like, regardless of what the context is, it's warm. Perfect.
I'm a little creeped out. I'll be your tauntaun. So it's Shiner. 966 FM on your FM dial. It's a farmhouse ale. For some reason, I can't wait to drink that.
It's 96.6, the farmhouse.
Yeah. It's refreshing and spicy. It's a seasonal...
That's a twist off.
Spring ale.
Well, no wonder it pried off so easily.
It's not a twist off.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is a twist off. I have no upper body strength.
See, if you look, you can see the little...
Oh, stop bragging.
See?
It's okay.
Yeah,
It tastes like Texas.
that's what I was going to say. You can tell
it's got a little bit of a fruity flavor to it, almost.
Yeah. It's, what do you call it? Came from Shiner, Texas.
Well,
Golding, Sterling, and Meridian hops. Well, what? No wonder.
Second drink was better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you're dead
How strong
inside.
is it?
It's probably like 4.5. I don't know. Shinerbach. Who gives a shit?
They don't tell you.
Yeah, it doesn't say, so that means it's weak. If it's more than 5, I would be shocked. Shocked! It don't say, man. It ain't there.
I thought maybe
They don't have to put that in the label. They're not bragging. They're confident in their brand.
There's a map of how to get to Texas.
Does it taste
Go
like a
south?
ball sweat? It tastes like line dancing. I don't know what that means, but I think I'm gonna stick with that.
I could support that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Don't twist my cap. My achy breaky cap.
it does not taste like that. Maybe a little bit like
It tastes like Billy Ray Cyrus's mullet.
Oh my god! Wow.
which tastes a lot like his daughter.
What? She's like 12.
No, not anymore. There was a point in history when she was 12.
Yeah, no, she's now like super skanky, druggy.
Lindsay Lohan. She's like
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan.
She
Oh,
is.
well, good.
She's going down that.
I would probably still do them both.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Lindsay
Okay.
Lohan does look like she's your age, so...
Jesus Christ. That was a little harsh.
If it wasn't true...
Sadly, I've got bigger tits.
Yeah, and that was an insult to Bob.
Okay.
Not so much to her.
So, what are we're not fucking around with Swiss anymore, right? Because no one likes that.
Yeah, Swiss was. We are not going to sit around and wait
For
because
assholes
someone
to
like
go-
disconnected. I don't think we go 8-4 because we're clearly not that good. But I think 4-3-2-2. There's something. There's a reason to play.
Yeah.
And if you lose, you're out, and then you can play another one if you
I
do
would
it
also
fast
be
enough.
interested in sealed,
Yes.
especially because they're not my packs.
Yes. And sealed. I actually like sealed a little bit more in Gatecrash than draft so far. I haven't loved draft.
There's been some good articles on sealed recently that I did not write. So go. I'm sure they. What do you fuckers don't need to read it? What do you care?
Right.
So yeah,
they probably wrote them.
you guys should read them because
Yes.
we need help. Okay, so draft is all right. Oh well,
Yeah.
Cankles approved. Chunk.
This document does not exist.
Actually, I had a really discouraging draft last night.
Were you
I
playing
had-
like me?
I had a Demir deck.
That's the
The blue-black.
black
blue
one.
black with Cypher and all of that.
Yeah.
It was actually a pretty solid deck, and So I won round 1. In round 2,
yes, Top Deck King. We are draft monkeys.
That's my favorite Beastie Boys song.
So in...
I wish it was a Beastie Boys song. I would have paid for
No,
that
go
single.
on, John. I'm still going to talk.
No,
Keep going.
No problem. In round 2, I honestly drew, because I went back and watched it, I drew land 8 turns in a row.
That's nothing.
And
Bob's done that for like 17 rounds.
But it was just this back-breaking, like, he didn't kill me in those 8 turns. He was doing nothing. I was doing nothing.
Man, that's painful.
Yeah,
that's awful.
It really was.
Why have you yet to be able to draft Demir? Were they not allowing you to? Or like they're taking the cards from you, so there's no black cards?
40 land decks.
We've done 39. Well, no, we did 2 decks. We did it twice. We caught decks that had more than 40 land.
Yeah.
And how'd that work out for you?
Yeah. It didn't work real well. Like, the plan seemed like it was like, yeah, no one will see it. And yeah, they didn't see it coming.
Yep. Lost in the Woods. We didn't see Lost in the Woods, otherwise they wouldn't have seen it coming. Except that one time we did play it and they still beat us.
Yeah, it was sad.
Huh. Fucking Hansel and Gretel.
They had the...
Lost in the Woods does count. It always counts.
Wow. Okay, so can we do something now?
Like the bow and arrow, the anti-wolf bow and arrow, that was what ended up killing us?
Quiver.
Yeah.
Wolf Hunter Quiver. Damn it, just...
So
meta we didn't see it.
If they had one of the really obvious counters to our deck, we totally would have won.
Speaking of counters, let's play a draft.
Okay, so
already.
For those who weren't watching earlier during the stream, but are watching now,
we're going to be doing that.
We'll be back in a second. Okay, let's get the magic up.
Let's make the magic happen.
It cannot happen.
Yeah.
How far over can we make this?
Oh, it's over.
But then I get that damn viewers list again.
Who the hell is Pale Horse 13?
He was here last time.
Yeah, Pale Horse is...
He's like our new biggest fan.
What? We don't have... Our biggest fan is Top Deck King because he's morbidly obese.
I don't... Hi, how's it going, man? Such sweet daughters. Oh.
You're allowed to punch me once if we ever meet in person.
Yeah, I hope he does.
Wait. Hold on a second, Bob. Did you just give him a free shot?
Yeah.
Having you learned never to do that, it has never worked.
The pain is the only thing that keeps me going. Okay.
Wow.
All right, then.
He put it out there.
Nothing like a little rape talk to kick off the draft. We would go dark real fast.
Jeez, they have a ton of, like, all of the new gate crash things in there with the RTR, since that's still functioning, apparently, on all levels, and M13. It's just a lot going on. Okay, so...
I am a masochist. I got married, I had kids, I fucking play Magic. I am insane. Run, people, run for your lives.
He also plays PlanetSide 2.
Oh, God. Not well.
No, terrible. He's terrible at it, but he seems to sort of enjoy it sometimes.
Who the fuck is drafting AVR? I don't know. Go ask him.
Have either of you
Jump
guys...
in the queue and ask.
Have either of you guys, like, become an employee of Wizards yet? Because they have all these employee-only queues.
Yeah.
And this one's, like, 7th edition. That could be kind of fun.
That
would
be fun.
A really unbalanced set that we know nothing about.
Here's the fun part about that. 0 players. They're like, it's like it's the whole gynecologist thing. If I have to see one more, if I have to open up one more of these, if I have to crack open one more of these,
cracking packs.
I'm gonna lose my shit.
So no one is in the 4-3-2-2, but that seems like the perfect time to enter. Oh, now we're up to 3. Okay, so the good news is I am open to any of the 5 guilds.
Wow.
I have had success and failure with all 5 of them.
I have yet. I really kind of have a hard on to play Orjalav.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. It's too slow.
It is if you draft it wrong.
Which we always do.
Oh, never mind.
The key is you basically don't want to take any spell that costs more than 4. Because then you'll always have the...
we're going Dimir.
So, out of this, let's...
No. Look at it.
Make it slightly
We're clearly
larger.
going Dimir.
Okay, Consuming Aberration is a very good card.
Uh-huh.
We could go for a mill strategy,
Yeah.
which we've always, wanted to do that.
I'm hard already.
It is the best card here. I would say second best is maybe Big Pig.
Uh-huh.
Big Pig is a...
Sweet.
Yeah. Big Pig is a good combat trick and a decent creature. This will also pull someone kind of into Gruul, probably, although that could go into Simic.
Delicious Gruul.
I feel like we're not passing... That's the only thing we're really passing up by taking this. And this is interesting, if nothing else. A little,
just
a little
take
flavor. Okay.
Mill is always fun.
So...
Well, we really shit the bed on that one, didn't we?
If we go for mill, we will want some of these, but probably not right now. We would want to get, probably like the fairy, maybe Devour Flesh, because those aren't going to table. This will still be here when the pack comes back.
Oh, yeah?
I think. I mean, there's good cards in here. This
Right.
thing will still be here. This thing will still be here. But I bet Paranoid Delusions is. So probably Sprite.
So we can slap the Paranoid Delusions on it.
Right. Now, Buddha wants us to go Devour Flesh, and I can see that too.
Because it is removable.
And one of the best ways to slow down Boros, which will just run you over, is to have some of those early...
Because they're not gaining shit for it,
Yeah.
so...
Take the removal.
Yeah, take the removal.
We'll take the removal.
Cankles, that's not funny.
Well, that's a little
fun. Here, actually, in a mill deck, this guy is awesome.
Really?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, sure.
I mean, he's very much kind of Tarmogoyf.
Gesundheit.
Mm-hmm. But he can easily be 5/5, 6/6 for 2 mana.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're taking that. Things we're passing that I kind of am sad to see go.
I know, look at that. And the Enforcer.
Yeah, he's a sweet.
And the Basilica Guards. I mean, Jesus. I told you I wanted to play Warriors of Love.
And it seems like no one's really in black. Okay, this one's a tough one.
Ooh, Balustrad's Eye.
I would be interested to see what they all think. Slumlord is pretty good defensively because you can block, get a death touch creature, block again. They're going.
Everyone seems to think the ogre's
going over.
They're saying
Killing
Orgy.
Glare, or the Spy also are kind of there.
Well, we were going for Mill, so I would say the Spy.
Right, which does mill. But this guy buys us time, which is one of the biggest problems with mill. I don't know. I kind of think Slumlord. We can probably get Spy and stuff later. Okay. Dimir Charm is pretty good.
Excuse me, that was terrible.
Jesus. That's actually pretty good. I suggest we do nothing but 2 drops and 5 drops.
That's an interesting deck design.
So, do you want the 5-drop?
I really do want that 5-drop.
This guy isn't as bad. Like, you read his trigger and say, oh, yeah, it goes back to your hand, that sucks. But, like, in an Evolved deck, he's awesome.
Sure.
Because he triggers almost everything and comes back. I think we want the Charm.
Yeah.
It can kill something.
We don't want the
it can counter something.
There are no bad charms.
Key Rune's decent, and since we have 2 5-drops, we might actually want it at some point, but not over the Charm.
Take the Charm.
And it's a 2-drop, which sticks to our plan. So then the 5-drop would be the Shadow Slice that we put on the ferry we didn't take. And there you go. No, for a mill strategy, honestly, this...
I can see that.
Unplayable jellyfish is not awful. You can normally get him to evolve a couple of times, and then like a 3/6 defender, it's really hard to get through in this format. Clean isn't... Okay, they're saying he isn't bad. I'm glad someone supports that.
Clingy an enemy. It's like,
a little late for a pit fight.
Stop touching me.
We'll take the clean.
Seriously. The broker.
Broker or Sprite? Thing I like about Sprite is if we get Paranoid, Delusions, or any of those Cipher cards, we have a better chance of getting through with it.
Okay.
Very.
Broker lets us draw cards.
Take the ferry.
I feel like it's a pretty close one.
We can have them fist fight for it.
Okay. So we've had two...
They're just being contrary.
Are you two in love? Is that why are you having a spat?
Okay, so I took the ferry, and Psychic Strike, it counters and mills.
Ooh.
A Guild Gate is a possibility.
But we're pretty blue-black right now, so...
Counterspell.
We're taking the Psychic Strike, right?
It only mills for 2, which is kind of the...
But it's a counterspell.
It is a counterspell. And in combination with this...
So it's double dip.
Yeah, it would double dip. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we want to hear.
I'm okay with...
Nothing wrong with that.
Psychic Strike.
There was nothing wrong with that at all.
So we probably, given that, we don't really want to play Scatter Arcs if we can play Psychic Strikes.
Right.
And we're going to be one of the only decks at the table that can, because normally there aren't that many Dimir people. So we just take the Tiger.
What about Sky Games?
What's Bioshift do?
They can move around counters. This thing could maybe kill a guy.
Mark for Death! No, wait.
Yeah, probably Mark for Death is the most dangerous against us.
I just like the name.
Yeah, this is Steven Seagal movie.
Okay, we got our ferry back, but we also
got Paranoid Delusion.
This back.
Ooh.
Which, if we can get it on an evasive creature, especially if we could pick up like one of the rogues.
Yeah.
Then that would be pretty good. I don't know.
We've seen several fairies. We've only seen the Paranoid Delusion.
Right. This is just a far inferior card. I think we have to take the Sprite because otherwise they're going to have flyers to block our fairies, and then we don't have evasion, if that makes any sense.
Nope.
Crappy creature, card that we can't play.
I want to take the Contaminated Ground.
I knew you would. This is the only one that really...
No one ever listens to me.
I'll take the Strider, because if you do have Corpse Blockade, you can give it Death Touch.
It's better than Psychic Venom in like every way. It's cheaper, messes up their land maybe. It would let you slip a bunch of Swamp Walkers through.
Let me ask you one question, George. How many games did you win with Psychic Venom?
John made me quit playing Magic with Psychic Venom.
There you go.
He had a
true.
deck.
I ruined the game for you.
Yeah, no, he had a deck that I could not beat, no matter what I did, no matter how. Like I tried different archetypes, didn't matter. John, and the worst part was it was one of those decks that we always rag on, where he beat me using my own cards, but never interacted with me.
Okay.
I like the Gift of Oriozoba.
Here's my question. How do we splash 2 colors so that we can play one of the most powerful cards in the deck? Or in the whole set? Yes, Grizzly Spectacle is a good card for our deck. But isn't Clan Defiance better?
For everything?
I mean, isn't it? Okay.
Well, if you want to just take it, just take it. What the fuck do we get?
No. We have to take Spectacle. If we take Clan Defiance, we won't just switch to Gruul. Thank you. Yeah, no, play Grizzly Spectacle and...
Or as I like to call it, my round 2 strategy.
This mills and destroys. And we really want to win on some sort of...
Mill and destroy.
Yeah. Cheap mill trick.
Hey, coerced confession.
Gets 4 cards off their deck, potentially gets his cards back. Hands of Binding buys us time if they can get
damn it.
evasive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're right. Just fucking take the Hands of Binding. I hate it when they're right.
And this might table. People don't
like it.
Don't like
it. Too expensive.
Okay, here we have some interesting choices.
Fleaball.
In a mill deck, which we haven't been terribly successful at drafting so far. But
everything does it.
In a mill deck, Death's Approach is really good. The Spy would give us a way to mill them. Cloudfin Raptor is a good way to get a flyer going. And yes, this guy, we can steal something from their graveyard.
Ooh.
And have a 5/4 Intimidator.
Well, you sold me at that.
But don't we already kind of have some finishers? Are we getting top heavy, guys? I mean, are we better off?
I play green, so I like big butts. I cannot lie.
I don't know.
I don't know. I wanted to take the fucking Spy last time.
Right.
And got shot down, so you're on your own.
Fine. Everyone wants him. We will cave to your demands.
Don't give him that rope.
We could splash for the charm, because that gives us, more removal. Probably Death's Approach, though.
Sure.
We don't have to splash for it. We should have some mill going, so it should kill a fair number of things. Keymaster Rogue wouldn't be awful.
He would be our unblockable evasive guy.
Yes. But you can sometimes get them late because they have to bounce someone to come into play.
Yeah, that does suck.
This guy...
Yep. Wrap it up.
That's pretty automatic. Now, that's a better card, but not for a mill strategy. And... Second Hands of Binding, Corpse Blockade.
I think it's got to be
Thrall Parasite.
It's got to be the Hands of Binding.
Extort 1-drop, they're saying.
Well,
one person is saying. The good thing about that is you can gain some life to gain you some time. But Hands of Binding, getting the second one of those, if we can get it on a Sprite, just depends on if we're playing someone who has flyers and whether or not we can kill those flyers. Corpse Blockade buys us time. Probably Hands.
Yep.
Hands or Thrall. Hands or Thrall.
Ooh.
Nice.
And we got a Rogue. That's going to make me happy that we have the Hands of Binding. And
does Hands of Binding have Cypher or
yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Oh.
Too late.
Yep. Unfortunately, we're probably at that point where the lag is set in, and we're like 4 picks ahead of you by the time we actually see in chat what you're talking about. Second Demir Charm. Oh, you're on time with that one. Yeah, I'd be willing to take another Demir Charm. Some more removal.
It's a sign you are open. I think he's right.
I'm open to anything.
This is interesting. I think we probably take the Guildgate just in case we get something like
Flashable.
1,000 Lashes or something like that. That's removal.
1,000 Lashes with this wet noodle.
Lagging behind.
Buddha, I'm lagging behind in life. So
that's true.
Coerced
another Guildgate, but it did come back. I think we take it at this point.
Hell yeah!
Go for Gator.
Oh, no.
Another Psychic Strike?
Sure.
Absolutely. Although there was a Foil Island we just passed.
Damn it.
Why do you always do that?
Hindervines. Some discomfort in your Hindervines. Take the whip.
Another whip. I don't know what that means.
No, I don't either.
But I'm very happy about it. I don't know.
We're all about 5 to 10 seconds behind.
That's what it was last time.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that means you can't warn us before we make horrible, horrible mistakes.
Because we're impatient.
Yep, but you can remind us after we've made them.
Yes.
See, I told you 1,000 lashes would be a
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
potential thing we'd want to splash. And Spy May table. It's not a deep pack, so probably not. Edict's going to go. Charger will go.
Take the lashes.
Yeah, lashes. And they lose 1 life each turn. That's kind of fun.
Yep.
Okay. I'm convinced.
Fucking True Fire Paladin.
Yeah, that thing's nasty. So another Sprite
Or
versus
a rogue.
What do we think we need at this point?
Well, we have a shit ton of 2-drops already. We have 2 sprites. We need 4 drops to balance it out, so I go with rogue. And it's unblockable.
Yeah.
Hey, look, and the peanut gallery agrees with me.
I can see that. Any reason that we would want to take Illusionist Bracers?
No.
Yeah, Sprite Might table again. You're right. Apparently people don't like him. And this pack's a little bit deeper. Someone will take that and that. Probably that. Oh, maybe not that deep. I'll take the Rogue.
Ooh.
I would like the Drake,
Yeah.
but we pretty much have to take the Spectacle.
Right.
But Guildmage
Damn.
still here. A couple packs in. Hands of Binding.
Apparently no one is playing anything.
Really, the question here...
They're all trying to play... They're all trying to play Groll.
we probably get something decent back. Like
Yeah.
Naturalize, the Swamp, and Midnight Recovery for sure are going to come back. But then it's kind of a crapshoot on what else. But we'll take Grizzly Spectacle. And I think if we want a Paranoid Delusions, this is our chance. If we want to win, we probably would rather take
Yeah.
Rapid Hybridization.
I think we want to win.
Yeah, I think we do too.
One more.
13 removal spells? Jesus.
It doesn't matter if we have bombs or not, dude.
Yep, we'll take.
We still lose.
And here, maybe the Cloudfin
Yeah,
Raptor.
I was just going to say that.
We don't have, I guess we have 12 creatures that are still showing, but we're probably not playing all of them. But Raptor's an easy guy to Hands of Binding onto. Another Rogue.
Yes.
Some more evasion. We have no blockade, so
Yeah.
we're going to have to rely on our removal to keep us in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's a tough one. Agoraphobia or Sage Rogue? Sage's
I would
Rogue
go.
Denizen.
I would go with the Denizen.
I'm going to give them a little bit of time to catch up. Because Agoraphobia is effectively removal as well.
Well, if the goal is to mill,
There you go. What I said.
Sage. Sage. Fine.
Yeah.
Hey, I wasn't disagreeing. I was saying...
4 out of 4 viewers agree. Bob is
There you go.
right. The Keyrune. Ooh, the Horror.
Yeah, this guy's another kind of expensive,
Yeah.
but being able to bounce a creature... I mean, he'd be great in Bounce House. If we had black in there, too. The Keyrune would give us something to ramp to some of our bigger cards.
Yeah.
But Horror probably is worth it.
because, you know, we wouldn't want to have any ramp.
Right.
That's for green decks.
We don't
Well,
want
we're going
that.
to draw 17 land in a row anyway. So it's not like we're going to be hurting for mana.
And here, I guess we'll take the Phantom.
We ain't got to play that. What about the Denizen?
We're not going to play that.
Okay.
We won't play any of these cards, but we don't want them to play this card.
Okay.
And kind of in the same way, I'll just hold the gates. Okay, here's the pack that I was talking about that I said would come back with
Probably
good
the
cards.
Guildgate, right?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to play Last Thoughts. So, Guildgate. We got our Paranoid Delusions.
Yay!
We guessed right.
Whether or not we can actually
Play it.
play it, we'll see. Do we have any artifacts?
Nope.
We have those little whips.
We're not playing those.
Well, I mean, are we playing any artifacts?
No.
Should have been clearer.
Are we really Mel?
No,
Nope.
we are not really Mill.
I don't know what we are. We're something. We're something else. We're also Mel.
We're removal heavy. Evasive.
There you go. We are control.
Control.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So Raptor, and I'll just kind of sort these guys out. I guess those I can just double click. And then we'll say that those are going to be removal.
Yeah.
Here's our, if we actually wanted to go mill, if we want to counter things, creature.
Don't we always want to counter things, and then we just don't ever put any counters in?
Yes.
Here's another mill card, and here's our splash that we maybe don't want to splash. Okay, yeah, we do have a lot of playables. From here, we're at 14 creatures. Let me look at the piles real quick, and then maybe sort it out that way.
It's got piles.
What?
The hell?
It's helping.
Okay, and then double spectacle.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
I mean, right there we're at 23 cards.
And that's a solid deck.
Yeah.
Even without the psychic strikes.
Yep.
Because it's got so much fucking removal.
Yep. And we have removal early.
Yeah, yeah.
The Hands of Binding, we can either go on the rogues or the sprites, depending on
what you have.
Yeah, what's open. And then, yeah, we have this guy who can make a ton of Death Touchers. What about the clinging anemones?
Well, but what will we replace it with? A Mortis Strider? Or a Psychic Strike? Or a Coerced Confession?
Yeah, I don't know. Psychic Strike would probably be. Or Paranoid Delusions if we were clinging to some mill hopes off of, like, Sage Row Denizens and our Spectacles.
Well, the only real reason to put that in there is because it would buff up that guy who gets bigger as you get more creatures in their graveyard.
Right.
And other things that get bigger as you get stuff.
Let's keep it. Let's keep it. Let's have a wall.
Yeah, I guess the good thing is we are trying to evade them, but we need something back. Yeah, wall up while we beat in. So we can agree on that. Guildgate, probably worth playing one.
Yeah.
I've actually found in this, unlike in Return to Ravnica, I almost always won in my guild gates. In Gate Crash, there are several decks where I don't want guild gates. If you're playing, if you're playing the Simic deck where you have like 3 Raptors,
yeah,
and you draw the guild gate and don't cast it on turn 1, you're
doing it wrong.
Yeah, you're just too far behind. So, but with this, we only have 1 Raptor. We're not going to be playing these guys turn 1, so I think that works. What are our colors like again? Okay, so if we add land, go with their suggestion, they're saying 8 and 8.
Sure, yeah.
Yep. Seems like it's pretty balanced.
We're gonna fucking win.
I wouldn't go that far, but it should be an interesting
Maybe we'll
deck.
win a game.
Submit this bitch. Now we wait forever while other people pull their dicks.
Mm-hmm.
Sexy. No, wait.
Or as Buddha style says, walls up while we beat in.
Yeah, that's just unpleasant.
Yeah, no one, I mean, I'm not a fan of most of their names, but none of them just I was going to say at heist instead of...
Oh, atheist piece. What the hell does that mean?
It's a girl who has sex with atheists.
Actually, I kind of like Flappo.
Yeah.
Flappo's a pretty good name. If he didn't have the stupid numbers. Apparently there are lots of other Flappos running around, and he had to have numbers after his name.
Probably the day that he signed up.
Why do you have to do that? Why do you have to be logical?
Shakalaka Bob?
That's going to be my name from now on.
I'm going to find that guy, kill him, and steal his account.
And that's how George got on the no-fly list.
Also his face. Hang it up on my wall.
Okay. We'll wear his skin like a robe.
And we are playing against Atheist Piece.
Of course we are.
Good old piece of Atheist.
Ask him about his name.
What would you like to play first?
Unless it's
yes.
Atheist Piece.
Hmm.
Well, we're really close to being able to keep that, aren't we?
Right, but we shouldn't.
No.
But we aren't going to keep it.
Yes, we want to. Fuck me running.
Jesus.
Mull. We have to mull again.
Mull.
So we put no land in the deck. We just thought we did. That was us delusional.
Did we like cancel?
There we go. Well, remember, you all were here to see it. I don't think I actually have been recording.
Oh, who cares?
Any of this. Well, there are people who can't tune in.
Yeah.
Well, theoretically, we'll be able to do it.
Yeah, we'll just have to move on it a little bit faster.
Quicker.
So,
what we can do is do it in under 2 weeks.
We should let him know that we are purposely mulliganing it forward to give him a chance because our deck is so good.
We want to lie to him?
Well, at this point, I will take what I can get, and if a little lying buys us some sympathy plays, I say go for it.
I really hope he's Boros, because that means he's going to have just this incredible aggressive start, and we're going to eat it. Well, we can at least cast our creature before we die.
Yay!
And then start attacking with him.
Upkeep, the most worthless of steps.
Yep. Boros!
Oh! Wah, wah, wah.
So fun. Okay.
And now nothing but land. Luckily, you won't have to wait 8 turns.
Right. I'm just excited. We actually have enough mana that if we get our Grizzly Spectacles, we'll be able to cast them.
Oh, sure.
Well, that's something.
Just need to top deck all game.
Well,
Easy.
that's like my entire Magic career right there.
Mm-hmm.
You've summed it up.
So if he attacks in, he would be able to pump to kill our guy, but wouldn't be able to first strike and pump. So now, obviously, we'd be opening ourselves up to like a combat trick, but probably if he attacks in,
we risk it.
Yeah, we risk it. Grizzly testicles?
Yeah, that's what Bob has.
Yes, they're grizzly.
No, they're
grizzled.
Like grizzly bears.
Yeah, they're bear testicles. Like these giant.
Now he could have some blood rush.
Okay.
So what does he do for the?
Did he click the?
Nice
he clicked
plan.
the wrong thing.
You should totally nice plan.
Okay.
He gave it to us. That was nice of him. He saw that we had a suck start.
I'm dumb. Well, at least Karma came back and helped us a little bit there.
Yeah.
And now
we can actually cast that guy.
Well, he's already a 1/1 automatically, so but he's a 2/2 with. That should help our mold 5. Absolutely it should. Wow, we needed that.
We mulled the 4, by the way. We mulled the 4. Pay attention, Jesus Christ!
Calm down, Bob. Sweet crap.
I am calm.
Yeah, I know. For you.
Yes, for me.
And our opponent missed the land drop.
Oh, jeez.
I feel bad for this guy at this point.
I don't.
Oh, I don't. Not bad enough to give him the game. I'm just saying.
I
So what does the Sadro guy do? Why did we take him?
He mills 2 every time you cast a blue creature. But he's a 2/3.
Yeah.
So he's decent on
Sure.
Like blocking.
He's a good card. People don't give him enough credit. Can I have a beer?
Yes.
Drink up, Johnny.
I dare you to not have a beer.
You dare me not to.
Okay, I'm not doing anything this turn, and neither are we.
Wow.
We can outdo your nothing.
We're winning this race.
But we actually have, some pretty powerful answers when we get to our next couple cards.
Oh.
We won?
Wow.
Wow.
That should not have worked.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, it was game over, but that's
not
going to happen
So
next
what
round.
was that card that sat in our hand like a turd? That blue one?
Hands of Binding.
Okay.
Just because we had nothing to bind.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, I would have put it on a non-evasive creature in that game, just because we could have tapped him down and attacked in. But, wow.
Okay, well, clearly, we'll see what happens this time, because that ain't going to happen again.
Right.
Well, we'll mold 4 again, but his side will work better.
Right. It was the attack with the True Fire Paladin
that should have
really...
Yeah.
Although, apparently... all it would have done was meant that one of our creatures would have been dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because he never did anything else. It just would have been slower. I guess he might not have felt quite as clocked.
Yeah.
It was an easy game. Oh, that's better, right? That's like a pretty good start.
Yeah, we'll keep that. That's hands
Second
binded
round
onto a sprite. Sure. Nope. Don't need mulligan. But he's got a dual land.
What the hell does snap keep mean? I mean, why is that different than keep? How is that better? Why can't you just say keep? Why always got to add extra words to shit? I don't understand this.
Because now
Is that just Pro Tour talk? What the fuck?
It's copyrightable.
Oh, is that the key?
Yeah. You gotta change up the words so that it's copyrighted.
Ooh, and a Demir charm, so we can...
Oh, it's a Canadian thing. One more strike against you.
What's the Demir charm do?
We can kill a 2-power creature, or 2-power or less creature, counter a sorcery.
Oh, damn.
Oh, it's black, so
That may have been part of the problem.
yeah, probably was just off their colors, off his or her color. Oh, but we can kill that if we cared.
We don't.
No, not right now.
No,
at least.
we're gonna save that Demir charm for our fucking guild mage or paladin or whatever else.
Well, we're gonna like throw that thing on there and tap it down, right?
Not yet. It's a 2/1, so we can put out Sage Row Denizen and block.
Oh, okay. Ha! Take that.
I mean, in some ways, I almost would kill it just to make our white a little bit bigger.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But we'll see whether we can mill to do some of that.
But we have no blue creatures in hand.
Not right now, but...
We've hardly any blue creatures in the deck.
Well,
ooh. Spy is a much better thing to kill with our Demir charm.
Yeah.
Because it's a rogue, so it can block all of
all the rogues.
Our rogue guy, well, not the Keymaster, but the other rogues.
The Keymaster rogue!
Told you I should take those cards. But no.
Yeah, but now he's wasted his 4-drop on...
And we lost another Demir charm and Death's Approach, and the horror I don't really mind losing, because that was our next draw, which we weren't going to be able to cast for a while. So that's not all bad. And... nothing!
Runaway train, never look back.
Okay, so let's... yeah, we're charming the spy. And that's not a euphemism.
He's not gonna like that.
I don't think he has anything to do about it. He's got no mind.
And then we'll probably
put out the white.
Put out the white. Do we attack with Sage Road Denizen? Are we trying to race? I think we're trying to race.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but with 2 hands of binding in our hand, potentially we can tap him down. And
we got the most aggressive Dimir deck ever.
And now I'm feeling bad. They don't know that the damage is
doesn't prevent.
Yeah. That it's only when you're attacking, not when you're blocking. Or
we have a rookie
making really bad choices on combat. I don't know. But I do feel bad. So now the white's a 3/3.
Maybe God cursed him for being a disbeliever. That's the price you pay. That's the price you're paying for your atheism.
No, it's an 8/4.
Yeah.
I don't really know what
4-3-2-2. Yeah.
I don't know what Atheist Piece's nationality is. I don't know if he's Swiss.
4,322.
But you still feel a little bad, don't you? Like,
no, because that's the way I fucking play every time. That's me. I'm looking in a fucking mirror. I don't feel bad for him. He's a jackass. Learn how to play. That's what I tell myself every day. Learn how to fucking play Magic. And it doesn't happen.
Okay, so attack in. We'll have Grizzly Spectacle if he does some sort of crazy combat trick, but
he's totally gonna block again. He's got nothing else to do.
Could have a smite at this point. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the hands on the sprite. I kind of want it for if he puts out another flyer, so we can tap it down and then keep it tapped down. Whereas if we tap down the armored transport and then he puts out a flyer, we're just stuck with a sprite that can't get through. Please ignore the Grizzly Spectacle in our hand. That means I'm wrong.
What just happened? Did he block again?
He's blocking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to stem the bleeding.
But he'll making
quit.
It worse.
He's going to quit next round. So.
Oh.
Or he could do that.
Right. Okay.
Good for him.
And I could have pumped the sprite, but this leaves up Grizzly Spectacle if our opponent has an impressive creature this turn.
Nope.
I'm not scared of that guy.
That guy's hand is huge. Like, unnecessarily large.
Yeah, that's not
disproportionate. That's like...
Okay, so before he does that, I'm going to kill it. I'm willing to 2-for-1 him just so he doesn't gain life and we don't lose life.
I can see that.
I mean, it wasn't necessary, but...
it was soul-destroying for him?
Right. At this point, we're looking for a rage quit above actual...
like I said, he's got maybe 1 or 2 rounds left before he just is pucky. He's got 1 card in hand. I wouldn't be shocked if he just didn't quit next round. Depends on what he draws. He'll never make it past his upkeep.
So it's not the most worthless step.
People usually make it to their draw step because they have this hope that they're going to draw something important.
Which he did. And he had to use it on that guy. Poor bastard.
Important might not be the word we're looking for. Okay, I know I shouldn't be casting in main phase, but he's tapped out and I just don't care. So...
Sloppy play is sloppy, John.
Yes, it is.
And so is sloppy seconds.
Very, very sloppy.
Beware of the wobbly H, my friends. Beware.
But now we have 2 good targets for our hands of binding. Another edict? No. Some guy who's never going to become...
Wow.
Actually, at this point, well, does it increase our turns? We're still at 3 turns, although we might get some... Okay. Here's what I... No, I couldn't. Yes, I could. What if we...
Oh, God.
Hold on to this. What if we attack with the sprite and the rogue and don't pump, no, then we're only 3 damage. I was thinking we could maybe rapid hybridization our own creature to get a 3/3 to be able to kill him in 2 turns, but it doesn't increase our clock any.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, our best bet is just...
Well, hold on. Yeah, okay, just do it. It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, it's unnecessary.
No, it's not. Just attack.
The upside...
He's still on a 3-turn clock.
We'll be able to pump.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be able to pump, or you save back the 1 blue mana
for the
rapid hybridization to turn one of your creatures that he tries to remove into something else.
Right. And that actually, not killing his creature so much, but being able to kill one of our creatures and get something left. But yeah, we're at 20.
Exactly.
You're right. What are we scared? That he's going to attack?
For 20.
He attacked.
There goes our perfect score.
Blood rushes with a wrecking ogre and something else. And,
double strike.
Yep, the double strike guy.
Huh.
+3/+3.
Nicely done, sir. We lost.
Oh, well, I'll be damned. Math never was my strong suit.
And all that
Said
without
the
any
accounting
green.
major.
But here, there's no reason to pump. Because we have him on a 2-turn clock regardless. We can keep up the spectacle or the...
I've been saying that for years.
Keeping up the spectacle. Generation D20 deck.
Yep. Well.
Okay. Well, it's good to know that we were able to win with those cards in hand.
Yeah.
Yep, this deck seems awesome.
I'm not ready to go there quite yet. I think our opponent was not good.
Yes. I think we just went up against a mediocre player. And that's saying something coming from this crowd.
Yeah.
So we shall see. Next round will be significantly the real true test.
So we should stop Screencast-O-Matic.
Right.
Forever.
So we'll stop that, but for our lovely fans on the stream, we'll talk to you.
He was bad, but your deck is good. Thank you.
Well, we'll at least take that compliment. As long as you acknowledge our opponent was terrible, we will take your praise.
All right.
So which draft beer is this actually? Because the one is now completely lost.
Oh, yeah.
But the other one, 67.
So this would be 68?
Or it's 66.
Oh, no. Yeah. This would be 68.
Right.
Because 67 hasn't been posted yet.
Right.
God, I fucking hate Soul Asylum. I have the fucking song stuck in my head. And all I can think about is how Winona Ryder dated that lead singer with that scraggly fucking Axl Rose circa 1991 hair. Pisses me off.
We'll just go right to
I know,
round
that was
one,
very
so
obscure, but that's what happens when you listen to the 80s at 8 or whatever the fuck I was listening to. Yes, by court order. We're only allowed to congregate once per week. It's sort of a conjugal hanging out, really.
Ugh. No, it isn't. It's nothing like that.
Well, it's like that in the sense that, you know, you're pretty much desperate for companionship and you'll do what it takes to kill time.
Yes, and we all can agree with that. But no, I saw Bob this weekend.
Oh, that's right, yeah, for the kid's birthday.
Yeah, and George is my brother, so I see him on holidays. And the occasional other time. But honestly, we all live pretty busy lives.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of activity going on. Nothing would call them lives.
Right. We're unable to escape from our other commitments.
Yes.
That is true.
That's the best way to put that.
And
otherwise, we would never stop hanging out.
Right. This would be a nightly stream if we were still in college.
If this was, say, 15 years ago.
Not even 15.
Yeah, 10.
10.
Yeah.
So it's either draft or role playing. Well, you know, you're gonna have to ask Nick that if he ever shows up again. So, I don't know. We plan to. So we got some interesting stuff kind of going on. Nick's got a new computer, new camera set up that he's been working on. He didn't die. He does have typhus, which is weird. But he hasn't died from it yet.
He's just a carrier.
No. He's just a carrier. You know.
We probably all will die.
Yeah, and I'm begging for that.
And I've been thinking about trying HCAT, which I don't know if any of you have ever even heard of.
Yeah. Actually, Nick is watching Gossip Girl marathon with his wife.
Oh, Nick's still.
Wait, hold on. There's a Gossip Girl marathon going on.
You're not
And
supposed to mention
that's
that.
when we lost George.
God damn it!
I wondered what the final straw would be, and it turned out to be Gossip Girl.
Yeah, actually, I hope he's playing. Should we stream Oregon Trail?
Fuck yeah. It's like, you guys are the worst Oregon Trail players ever. How many times can you possibly die of cholera?
Yep. Don't cross the river, don't cross the river.
Jesus.
Water moccasins!
Fuck! Trade with the fucking Indians already. You guys are gonna starve. Always trade. They take beads, for Christ's sakes. Trade!
Cannibalism? I didn't even know that game had that.
It's a hack.
Yeah, I did in fact have my entire party die of dysentery at one point.
Kankles, I'm gonna be a nice guy, and I'm gonna give you about 4 minutes to Google how to spell dysentery. Otherwise, I'm going to really make fun of you. 4 minutes. Counting. I'll include the 10-second delay for the stream. It's bonus time. Anyways, back to D&D. We can't really talk about it, but we're part of the alpha test.
We can't talk about it, so
Well,
let's talk about it.
We can't go into detail. Right. We can't go into detail about it, but we're part of the alpha test for. We were like the original playtesters for D&D Next.
We were the original gangsters, right?
We were the original gangsters. And then they did the public thing or whatever, and then they decided, well, the public's fucking terrible. So then they came back to us and said, hey,
can you help us make this game not suck?
Yeah, we want the alphas back. So we're going to be doing that. We can't really go into details about it, but it looks very good. It looks so much better than when the public stuff was out there. So,
although I'm not sure if I like it better than the original.
Agreed.
Because
the first alpha was better.
Alpha was super simple.
Yeah.
It's like all the stuff where it's like, well, what does the rule say? Well, as a rule, what it says is, if it's a good thing for the players, they get a +2, and if it's a bad thing, they get a -2. And that's it. That's all you had to worry about. It made it really easy to GM it. The new version, it's not honestly that far off of it.
Right.
But there's a lot more dice to throw around.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, the public one was garbage, which when we stopped, we completely...
Yeah.
No, it was...
We gave up on playtesting.
Yeah, we completely stopped.
It was utterly bullshit. Well, and part of the problem was that, especially for the alpha people, what they gave us was, okay, run through the Caves of Chaos.
Yeah.
And then they gave the public's thing, and it was, okay, run through the Caves of Chaos again, but with these characters.
Yeah. And I told Mark Nolan, because that's the guy who's like the communicator guy, with us. And I told him, I'm like, you ain't gonna get any reviews from us because we ain't fucking doing it. Like, we didn't like it. We lost interest. Sorry. So yeah, there's that's going on. Our first feedback is due March 10th, I believe. So
we really should play it at some point.
Yeah, we've broken it down a bit.
So okay, I'm gonna be honest here, big gamer. What the fuck is Cockatrice? You mean like the card?
No, Cockatrice is a program that you can play Magic on.
Oh,
you can test decks and stuff, right? I haven't tried it.
Yeah, no, Kinkles. The changes were stark and like you would not have believed the differences. Like let me put it this way.
Oh, they gave it cease and desist.
Hasbro doesn't fucking surprise me.
When they came out with the new version that they give to the public beta, I looked through it and I was like, well, at least we have 10 levels of the best D&D they've ever made, which was the alpha version.
Right.
and they can't ruin it because they've completely stopped developing it.
Yeah,
Because it was a completely different thing.
They literally took... Yeah, it's like they took everything from the alpha, set it aside, and said, let's see what we can do with this version of it. And we felt like they completely fucking just disavowed everything we said about it.
Right, and they were requesting feedback. And
yeah, but they were also handling it less than well.
True.
I mean, they would give you like 2 weeks to give them feedback on stuff.
Yeah.
They would hide the fact that they wanted feedback by a specific date at the bottom of an email. It was just...
So anyway, there's not enough about
fine.
that. The point is, this next version it seems to be much better. We'll see how it goes. So we're very excited about it. Once we can start talking about, like, writing articles about it and, like, streaming it, of course we'll do that. So in the meantime, Nick, who is by and far one of the best GMs I've ever played with, he's working on... he got, like, all of the classic D&D modules. I don't know if you saw our Facebook post, and if you haven't, then you better go fucking like our Facebook, because we, like, actually do post stuff on there. We post on there more than we post on the website.
Yeah.
So go to Facebook. Jesus Christ, everybody's on Facebook. Just fucking like us.
I hate Facebook.
I know you hate Facebook.
Facebook sucks.
The point is, what was my point?
Mark Rosenberger and
the
Mark
point is, he bought all the
together.
modules.
Yeah, he's got all the modules, so we're going to be, like, going through the classic stuff, like the...
But he's, like, armoring his car with them, isn't he?
He really is. So, I think we're going to do the Temple of Elemental Evil first.
Cool, I've never played any of those games.
Oh, jeez. That's what I grew up on, so it's like...
Yeah, no,
I love it. Yeah, so...
John and I have never played any of that.
And that and he has actually pictures uploaded then on the Facebook page of what his camera setup is going to look like, and it's going to be very impressive. Like, his first rig was impressive. I mean, he had like overhanging cameras, but now he's like modified it a bit with some better.
Yeah, he's
high
both
end.
sides of the table. And,
I don't know where he gets. I think he's a heroin dealer. He never leaves the house.
That's why he can't come by.
Yeah, he never leaves. He's afraid of getting picked up, but. You know, he had all these needles lying around.
I thought maybe bait to see if he's still watching.
I thought maybe he worked in the medical industry. Like, maybe he was just one of those guys like, hey, there's a lot of medical waste on the beach here. I'm going to clean it up for the good of the community. No, heroin.
Yo, why do you need... Anyway.
Yeah, so there's that. So role-playing to come. Soon.
But because we can only meet once a week, typically, it will be one or the other.
Yeah, it will be one or the other.
It'll be Wednesday night, something happens.
Yeah. Or I suppose I could always, like, fill the gap by drafting myself. Oh, shit. I can draft.
Yeah. Or you can play Planet Side 2.
Oh, yeah. Which I have been doing.
And just actually stream it.
No.
I actually would stream my... Yeah, exactly. If he streamed, Bob could easily be one of Twitch TV's most watched streams.
Because it's like, it's sort of like what the fuck factor. Like, why is this guy allowed to be on the internet?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's great. I'm the reason they banned the internet in North Korea.
I don't know, man. I saw a guy who was streaming his Planet Side 2. His call was Epic Mango, I believe.
Yeah.
It was like listening to you play something when you aren't playing with your group and are super serious. I'll have to pull it up. How do you know that's not me? Maybe that's my alien. Because you don't... I know your voice, and this guy was not you. But, no, they're rolling around. It was him and his friend.
You have to twist up, right?
Yeah, I tried that and it didn't go so well.
And there's a...
Do we get my wife to open that for you?
So his friend ended up pulling up
she might be able to sleep already, otherwise we would have done so.
And it's like they were trying to jump up onto a bridge, and he was playing a medic. Jumped up on the bridge, and the Max went down a little bit too much and was hopping up and over again, couldn't make. He started mocking him, and he just blasted him with his Scat Max cannon and just killed him. He's like, "Oh, you dick!" He's like, "Never fuck with a Max."
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. So you fuckers would say that you actually would watch me solo draft if I streamed it?
Bob,
really?
I think that they would probably watch you do whatever because you're hilarious. Especially when you get...
No, I'm just a terrible player.
Yeah.
With obvious anger issues.
That's exactly it. Yes,
and I'm an alcoholic.
You summed up your appeal, Bob.
I think
great.
Drafting is one thing, but what really needs to happen is like
you should play
Blade, Bounce House,
yeah.
just terrible Pauper or even like standard decks played very seriously.
My real question:
Cudblade's the most serious deck I've built in 7 years.
The
Cudblade, seriously,
which I do not understand entirely, is why when they were eliminating Storm cards, like they said this one, and this one, why didn't they just say, yeah, fuck Storm? Just in general, you know what? This is not a good mechanic.
Oh,
we have the opportunity to just say, you know what? Just no more Storm cards, and you wouldn't have had to worry about, this card specifically has been banned. It's just the entire concept.
Yeah, that's the reason I stopped playing Pauper was because of Storm. I was like, whatever, it's bullshit. I'm not playing that shit.
And the temporal, whatever, the one that bounces however many, it's not as dangerous as the other ones. Like,
no,
sure, there are plenty of decks you could build that will beat that deck. The problem was with...
Grape Shot and the fucking
Empty the Warrens. It was purely like you pass the turn, you wait half an hour while your opponent clicks a whole bunch, and then you just die.
Yeah,
we won the first one.
Pale Horse. We basically
in fact we
humiliated a 13-year-old kid.
Probably a girl.
Made her cry.
And then we played some Magic, and we won.
The first one we had really no right to win.
I mean, we mulliganed to 4 round the first fucking round. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God for shitty players.
So, yeah, we had, our opponent actually had a True Fire Paladin.
Yeah.
Attacked into our... No, we attacked into them. Yeah, we attacked with our Sage's Rose. Sage Row Denizen.
Yeah.
I think there's an apostrophe S.
No.
Somewhere.
It might be Sage's Row.
I think it's Sage's Row.
No.
Who cares? Well, it's a fucking Magic card. Probably invented by Mark Rosewater.
They clearly don't know which one we're talking about.
Sage's Row Denizen.
Oh, well, Lottie frickin' da.
Oh. A new viewer.
Uh-oh.
Happened to check the website. Well, that was a mistake.
I apologize.
And find this. Awesome. Well,
why
if you say
why
so,
Black Gehenna? What happened to the Mauve Gehenna? I was a big fan of the Mauve Gehenna. I like saying Mauve Gehenna.
You don't even say it well.
What?
Oh, hey, how's it going, man?
Yeah, that's...
Oh, Pedec Score. That's my favorite pharmaceutical. keeps me up, if you know what I mean. What? It's a caffeine pill. What are you talking about? Jesus Christ.
Cool.
Wow. Awesome, man. I suppose you have no friends.
Yeah. So game nights.
Yeah. Are you with other people? Or is this game night?
Really, Bob?
I don't know. What? Shut up. I will make masturbatory interludes. I play Bunko with the ladies. Who doesn't? Every chance I get.
Well, we're actually almost ready
I
for
would have
round 2.
suspected Mahjong, but... I have a badass Mahjong set.
No one says that.
Yeah, I want to know...
Fucking Chinese people don't say that.
I bet they do.
Have you seen enough Mahjong sets to know that yours is badass?
Probably not.
But
I'm pretty sure it is.
Does it have characters from Star Wars on the tiles?
No.
Because that would be badass.
That would be badass. Or a Pulp Fiction Mahjong set. I don't even know how that would work, but I bet it would be awesome.
It's the Mahjong tile that says bad motherfucker.
Yeah, that's just it.
opinion.
Yeah. That's awesome. Do you guys remember when Quentin Tarantino wasn't like some douchebag coke fiend and he actually made good movies? Like
No.
Pulp Fiction?
I don't remember him ever not being a douchebag.
And Reservoir Dogs, which he fucking stole, but hey, why not? It's a good movie.
I think he was still a douchebag, though.
Pretty sure he was on coke.
Still? Oh, yeah. God,
No,
wow.
he's always been.
That's a very narrow window.
I remember the 8 days where he was...
He still makes awesome movies. What? Django Unwatchable?
Maybe it was fine. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. He made Kill Bill. I loved Kill Bill.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, we're playing.
And then I was kind of like, you know what? I don't need to see any more of his movies. I'm good. I've seen the best he's ever going to do.
Yeah.
And pretty much thus far...
Kill Bill, I would say, is probably the best date movie that I was ever on. That was good. That was date night. That was Kill Bill. That was a big fucking interesting conversation afterwards.
I bet.
But what about the part where the snake ate her eyeball out?
Like,
or something?
Well, these things happen.
Yeah, what surprised me, because my wife is not exactly a fan of...
A connoisseur of anything that doesn't have rom or com in the description.
Right. She liked Kill Bill.
Wow.
Liked both of them.
Did she understand what the movie was about?
She may have been asleep for part of one.
Let's be realistic here.
I haven't seen Inglourious Basterds. I'm sorry. I have kids. I don't watch movies.
Well, Well, that's because Volume 2 is better because it's actually it finishes something, whereas the first one is just build up to the second movie.
Which one has the guy who whisks his beard all the time? The one who trains?
The second movie.
It's you.
Oh. Well, then that's the one that's better.
Yeah.
The one starring me.
Stop recording yourself.
Would you like to mulligan? No.
No.
We can keep this.
First turn Guildgate for the win. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Even though we can't.
Oh, wait. He's playing Simic.
Simic or Gruel?
He could be playing Gruel. Delicious Gruel.
Is it Gruel or is it Gruel?
It's 2 U's, right?
Yeah, maybe it's just
Gruel.
They're not exactly the brightest.
I would say that 2 U's probably would make it a hard U.
No one ever wants to experience a hard U. Okay?
That is my experience.
Oh, that sucks. We can't kill it. 3-1.
Oh, I thought this said Daring Sky Jerk. Like he's really up. He's very high up there.
Why can't we kill him?
This only destroys power 2 or less.
Oh, weird. Okay.
He's a real asshole. He's so high up. Can't do anything about it. We can't kill him from here. He's a real asshole.
I've said that about so many guys in PlanetSide 2.
If that Sky Jerk was more daring, he'd be closer. So we could actually do something. Several beers in. Oh, hey, look, it's the Sages Row Denizen.
Okay. What do you guys think? Block and let him...
Trick it, giant growth it, rapid growth,
Star Clan, Centaur guy.
What's the growth one?
Maybe not this turn. Next turn we could, use this in response.
Ooh.
So,
I don't get that. How would that help us? It would make it into a 3-3.
Well, no, but it would destroy it, so we wouldn't be blocking. We have Hands of Binding. Yeah, we could tap him down. Race!
He's not wrong.
But do we want to... I'm thinking maybe attack and then rogue would be a better play. I'd kind of like to have the Hands of Binding on an unblockable guy.
Fair enough.
Why not?
The other option would be playing...
we picked these cards for a theme, and let's do it.
Well, I will say, if you put out the enemy now, then the next turn put out the rogue.
It would be a 2/5.
And then when you put out
Holy shit, math.
I mean... It wouldn't trigger it that time.
Put him out, And then you put the rogue out, right? Because he's a 3/2.
Right, but we would have to... We can't bounce him before we play him.
Oh, you're right.
If we drew another card that could trigger it first, we could do it.
You lost me. But that's okay. I don't need to explain. Fuck it.
You lost a mugging. That's good.
Oh, good.
Because that card would have killed our rogue.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And here again, I'm kind of torn on blocking because it probably is just going to be a blood rush and our guy dies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's a defender, right?
Right, but against Gruul, you want defenders. Like a giant defender could shut him down completely, and our rogue could just sweep in for victory.
Alright.
You don't hear that very often. Normally those
No,
fucking paladins take all the glory.
I thought you meant victory and us.
Oh, no. I meant rogues.
Apparently he's stymied. He's not sure what to do.
Mm-hmm.
He's fallen asleep. He's actually doing his live stream, and our asshole viewers are in both streams.
And they're telling him what we have.
Oh. They're totally making fun of you.
Didn't attack, so... Probably
he's scared.
Rogue?
Sure.
Now?
Sure, why not?
He's totally scared.
Do we want to, or would there be any benefit to attacking in first? Do we think he'd double block?
What if he did?
If he did, we could Dimir Charm one of them and trade with the other?
Yep, do it.
Well, then we can't.
Then we couldn't rogue this turn.
Right.
It's worth it.
Well, we could. I guess we'd send the...
Because he'll suspect the trick and let it go through. No. Huh.
Trading those guys. Okay. Then in that case, I think we rogue and bounce this guy.
Hell yeah.
But then it doesn't get bigger.
Off of the rogue. It'll get bigger off of...
Other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, having the hands of binding ciphered is more important.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Is it? Right? Yeah?
I think so.
I'm going to stick with that.
The other thing is, next turn we could Hands of Binding and Dimir Charm.
Hell yeah!
Because Dimir Charm could kill this guy. Although I wouldn't mind just playing...
Ew, that fucking guy.
Didn't get a land.
I'm worried.
This, it would just bounce. I think we're almost better off Hands of Binding.
The halberders.
Yep.
So how does the cipher work? So, okay, do you wish to use it? I see.
We put it on this guy, so we'll actually get a...
Why would you choose no?
One.
Why do they give you that option?
You might have no creatures.
But then it would just go straight to the graveyard. No questions asked. There's no choice.
Right. Some of the ciphers are not... Like, there's one that makes you discard your hand, or both players discard their hands and then draw a card. You might not want to do that.
Well, then you shouldn't play that fucking card in the first place.
An interesting
Problem
argument.
solved. Dumbass. Here's an idea. Let's create a mechanic because we needed to fucking create a mechanic.
Ooh.
That's how Soul Bond got made.
We're actually going to use the Dimir Charm to counter a sorcery.
Wow.
This never happens, right?
I haven't done it yet, but this was the time it worked.
Kinky. In a world with no distinction between may and must, one man fights against the odds.
Is it the odds that he's fighting against?
Yes.
Alright, so attack in and keep probably that guy
Hell yeah.
tapped down. This deck is actually working somewhat the way that
Cipher!
I would want it to.
Behold our cipher mill.
We can do that and keep up hybridization. So we're on a 4-turn clock with Rogue.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What's he bringing?
He's bringing the pain.
Daring Skyjack. Okay. I'm okay with him bringing that back. That does not scare me.
He just wants the battalion. That's all.
Yeah.
But if we're going to be tapping a guy, who gives a shit?
Right. Okay. So I will block.
And see what happens.
Yep.
Waka waka, 5 cards in my hand. Any combat tricks?
Come on.
Do it.
Yep.
Do it.
You know you want to throw away that combat trick.
Come on. Oh, I couldn't resist.
You did want to do that. But what I think I want to do is instead have my guy be a 3/3 and your guy do nothing. Oh, it doesn't have trample? Did I misread that card? No.
Wow.
John, really?
Wow.
Are you being a giant douche here?
Douche-ish.
Douche light.
Yeah. So we'll bounce with the horror.
Wow. Frog lizard.
Yeah, it turns into a frog lizard.
That's the worst part about it.
What? Okay, for that reason alone, I'm never playing Simic. What is with the whole frog thing? Seriously.
They like frogs.
You can't come up with something better than that?
They really liked way too much Jurassic Park.
Jesus.
Okay, and send that back to his hand. And make him discard something. With Grizzly Spectacle, if he does play something.
Oh, he threw away a boar.
No, that was the one that he pitched last time.
Oh, he's still looking for, okay.
Like, damn it. I like all of these cards. Apparently. It's a frill card.
Oh, Adaptive Snapjaw.
That's not a good card.
Yeah, it is.
No.
It's only got two toughness.
I would have traded with this guy. But he has to play 2 creatures. No, he has to play 3 creatures. Or have some combat tricks that are kind of weird. Or yeah, we missed drafting too, so son of a bitch, I don't know how we got a deck that's playable.
No one.
Tapping the other guy and bouncing would have been better. Ties up his white and red.
Kinky.
That's fair. I can see your point. Thank you, Eskimo.
Yeah, who the hell are you? If you're new, you had better admit it.
Eskimo Jones.
Eskimo Man. Eska Armadillo.
Escaflowne.
I wanted to add an extra D in there.
Okay.
But I didn't because he's new and I don't think we should alienate him, right?
Here, I don't think we have to show the Grizzly Spectacle. I'm willing to show the
But we win.
Death's Approach.
This is our second.
No, we win.
Oh, okay.
I'm just playing Death's Approach, which is a less powerful removal spell.
Okay.
This is game, not match.
Oh, okay.
We still have to play this person again.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure they aren't just going to say, fuck this game, fuck it?
Oh, Eskadil with minus D. You just became my favorite viewer. Take that, Pale Horse.
Poor Pale Horse.
God. That's why he's pale from embarrassment.
He's always been my favorite.
Is that what embarrassment does to people now?
Is that what it does?
Makes them pale? Is it from a blood loss?
I don't know. I'm embarrassed most of the time, and I'm very pale.
No, you're, like, flushed all the time, Bob.
Oh, wait.
They're our favorites? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Our favorites.
Start sucking up now.
There's also a list of enemies.
Yeah.
It's very long.
I mean, honestly, if Top Deck King was still watching and or awake, he would probably be one of our favorites.
And or sober, and or not brain dead, and or
not Australian.
Well, he's probably still watching, but his hands are occupied, so he can't type or manipulate the mouse unless he's manipulating the mouse.
Ur7.
Woo! Whiskey! Whiskey for the win! Skitty! Honey whiskey. That means that you sent your wife out to go get your fucking booze.
Yep, that's a demand. Honey, whiskey.
Honey, comma, or colon, whiskey.
Okay. Colt? Death Colt? Colt 45.
Death Colt 45.
That's my beer. That's my beer brand.
Okay, I'll play the Death Colt. We'll get in some damage.
Hey, do you remember the time we beat LSV and that other fucking guy?
No.
You mean our highest moment in history that we didn't realize was happening? And otherwise probably would have psyched ourselves out?
Probably.
Yeah.
I friended that guy, and every now and then I hump.
You
every now and then
he unfriended you?
Every now and then I'll just like strike up a conversation with him, like, "Hey, how's it going?" Yeah. So do you remember me? No. All right. Well, it's too bad.
So do we make him?
I don't know if I can get sued for harassment. Like,
probably not.
No.
I mean, you're not doing anything really wrong.
No, I'm not.
We could rogue this turn and be able to devour flesh and denizen next turn. But if we really want to kill his denizen, this is our chance with devour flesh. Before he puts a +1/+1 counter on something.
Fucking get rid of it.
But I think he'll still kill it next turn because he's probably going to play a big pig or something next turn. And at least then we'd be dealing 4 each turn. Any of you guys have an opinion? Kill his guy, don't kill his guy? Are you awake?
10-second delay.
Just do whatever you want to do, John.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
These people got nothing.
Yeah. Why are we streaming if you're not going to tell us how to play Magic?
Yeah, that's the only reason you're here.
Kill. Well, Bill Down as well says throw him down a well.
Thanks for showing up, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been lurking?
He'd race. I'm inclined to race. I think 2 guys unblockable. He's going to gain some life off of that, but yeah.
Gabby Johnson is right.
The horror can bounce any threat. It sounds like something that would be in an episode of Doctor Who.
that's like the PR guy for the horror.
The horror.
He's not a bad guy. Yeah, he's got horror in his first name, but he can bounce any threat.
There was the damn pig. I knew it was coming. Okay. So he'll gain 1 more life. He'll deal 3 before he dies.
The Shirthairs? What kind of fucking clothes are you wearing?
No, man. Big Gamer, I like the idea of having him by the shirt hair. I don't know what it means, but it sounds hilarious.
That's very specific.
So what's gonna die?
Hair shirt would be a good t-shirt for us. Wouldn't that just be awesome? Just to have a shirt that says hair shirt and never explain it.
Like most of what we do.
Well, most of what we do is pretty inexplicable, so...
Yeah, this isn't a bad place. We're going to be able to bounce something. The horror could trade with the swine if he doesn't blood rush, which he will, but, you know, I'm not bitter. But still, we're getting in 4 a turn.
He's only getting in 5, so it evens out.
Right. We're ahead on that race, right?
Oh, sure.
Well, technically speaking, we get 6, right?
Well,
assuming he doesn't play another creature ever.
I presume this.
Or if the next creature he plays, we don't want to bounce.
I presume this.
Actually, best case scenario is he plays something like a second pig. We bounce it with the horror next turn and are able to attack for 6, and then are able to trade with this pig.
Double the pig, double the fun.
Mm-hmm. Most people wouldn't want him to have another giant pig because it's such a good card. But I'm not most people because I don't understand the game.
And I think more pigs are good. Pigs don't, they get a bad rap.
Pigs are horrifying monsters.
I roll around in my own feces and I have tusks and I'm doing just fine.
Now, what would really suck is if he has homing lightning, because that kills
everything.
Yeah, each copy of a creature. Debtor's Pulpit.
Really?
That's annoying.
That's not all bad because he's stuck on 5. We're going to
splash
bounce
for a 5-drop. Jesus.
We're going to bounce this guy, and unless he gets another land, he wouldn't be able to cast him and tap down our guy.
So your mind is like a frightening computer.
It's not like a normal
Adele?
computer. No, it's a Gateway 2000.
Ooh.
It's an e-machine.
They aren't. Those aren't all that frightening.
I don't know. I'm scared to look at one.
It's frightening that I have one, or had.
I had one too.
For about 3 weeks.
Yeah. Like, what is this piece of shit that I've purchased?
Yep. Why didn't Best Buy warn me?
They did.
Yeah.
They said, yeah, you don't want to buy this. Spend more money.
Ooh, we just had the best.
Oh my god.
Avoided the legendary angel that kills people.
A little mill that goes a long way.
Yeah. And what are you going to pitch?
Waka waka. Yeah, that was huge.
Now, what we really need to do
Rage quit!
is get our creature who can take something from their graveyard.
Oh, yeah.
If we can get our Primordial and steal Aurelella, whatever.
Down with OPP.
Areola.
Cruella DeVille. We'll just beat the shit out of him. Do you guys know what this guy does?
He fucking does everything. Yeah, he creates a second attack base. Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid.
What was... I think it was maybe in Visions or something.
Yeah.
Relentless Assault?
Yep.
There was some card that...
Yeah, Relentless Assault.
But if you didn't win, then you lost. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure, because you're tapped out.
No, I mean... There was some card.
Final Fortune is the one you're talking
about.
Yeah.
You got a second turn, but if you do not win at the end of that next turn, you just lost.
Well, that's unnecessarily harsh.
Well, it was a pretty harsh set.
He had a second pig.
Big
That would be the same pig.
Oh, that's right, we bounced it. Black Primordial off the top to rub it in.
So, we could... What do we die to? If he has Wrecking Ogre, and we attacked in with everything...
He could Bloodlust for the big 9/9 fuck-off worm.
He doesn't have enough mana yet, does he?
No, it's like 7. So, Wrecking Ogre would be the rare card. And
he's going to tap down the horror.
With what?
With
that thing. That stupid card.
Okay, so given that, I think we're only attacking with these two. If we were attacking with the horror, I'd attack with the Denizen also, because he probably was going to have to block the horror.
Yeah.
The
horror.
If we draw fucking land, we're going to lose. Next turn, if we draw land, we're going to lose.
I don't know about that.
Yep.
Well, we got
What's going to happen?
Him on a 2-turn clock. And
I'm telling you.
Has us.
Well, you may be right, but I'm just saying it's just
maybe I don't know.
It's a 2 or 3 turn clock, depending on what he does next.
Right. Did he just play a land?
I think so.
He's down to 2 cards.
I try not to watch what the other person's doing. I'm more focused on what I've got.
Well, it's more polite to ignore them. Okay, Madcap Skills is a good draw for him. He's going to get in for 8.
Jesus.
Possibly more if...
I thought people made fun of that card.
Well, they make fun of it, but it's a really good card.
Yeah, they make fun of the name.
So we're... Oh!
And he's going to be able to Scorchwalker for the win?
No, he'll take the Aurelia.
No, he Scorchwalkered because he's going to...
Oh, he did?
Yep. He deals 13.
Damn.
Wow. And Death's Approach would have been a good answer.
Why didn't we block him?
We couldn't because
he's got Madcap skills.
Yep.
All right, well, one more time.
Yep. Well, fuck you very much.
Okay, do we have anything that gets rid of enchantments?
I mean, a horror would bounce him and you'd get rid of it.
Counterspell.
Yeah, basically what we really want to do is have a Grisly Spectacle so that when he adds 3, it just means we're milling 3 more cards when we...
Yeah, and that really got ugly very fast.
Yeah. So
He's got those big fucking pigs.
Yeah, yes, that was the problem.
yeah, he had 3 cards. We had 3 land in hand. He had 3 very relevant
He
spells.
top-decked.
Yep.
I'm going with that.
Play first, yes.
Ew.
Mulligan,
Yeah.
yes.
Jesus.
Oh.
Oh, we're fucked.
This went so well the first time.
It did.
Yeah,
Guy quit.
It actually did. But that was against someone who didn't know how to play Magic.
Oh, we're fucked.
Is our opponent mulligan?
Nope.
Yes, we have to mulligan.
Oh.
I'm going to say no, but we can't even cast our spells.
Yeah, this is not cool.
Unfortunate.
Now would be the time to get mana flooded. It happens every other game. Why not now?
Oh, I hate
Everything.
artificial randomization.
There's deliberate randomization?
There's actual randomization.
How is that different from artificial?
Well,
It's random.
but only kind of. Like,
See,
someone had to sit down and figure out how to program it to be random.
Eska Elmo has a point. You just get him by the shirt hairs, and all will be fine.
He's right.
Yeah.
Just like my wife's wedding ring is a faux diamond.
And he has nothing in the bin. So what we really need to do is trick him into blood rushing with one of his creatures, which he won't do because we have nothing on the board.
Well, at least he's got all 3 of his colors out right away.
And our deck, not only shit on us, but then continues to do so.
Oh, well.
Big old Cleveland steamer.
Okay. At least he didn't have a play this turn.
True.
Or his play is something we can't imagine.
I could have put the Death's Approach on him before combat so that if he blood rushed, it would kill him.
You think that'll work?
I'm willing to trade.
But our guy's fly, and his guy is to lame.
But his guy's going to win the race.
Yeah.
Ooh, and we can actually kill that with our Dimir Charm.
Neat.
That's nice.
Kinky.
That is very lucky.
And we're totally going to.
Oh, absolutely. And now we have 2 guys down there, so the next guy he plays, we might be able to kill with the Death's Approach.
As we see that white, he's getting bigger.
Stall.
And Leon's getting larger.
Yep, we can kill that guy.
Oh, yeah. You actually took that guy? You just paid 4 mana for a 2/2 flyer. That dies to lots of things.
Or you turn into a 3/3 that we can't.
Well, that would at least make it
I
worth
guess
his
then
while.
we could, because it would be.
Like, look, here's what you should have cast.
Then we could have Death approached it because of the creature in the graveyard. So we could 1 for 2 him.
Oh, and it's such a shitty place to have a Keymaster Rogue also when you have no creatures.
Yeah.
We don't have enough land to cast him anyway.
Okay, if we get to 5, we can cast the Rogue and then in response destroy him.
Ooh.
Okay, that sucks.
Yeah.
But we can
Turn him into a
destroy it,
3/1.
and hopefully next turn he'll do something crazy like put Madcap skills on it or something before he...
Nope.
Why would you do that? I mean,
Well,
realistically, it's huge already. Why would you make it a bigger target?
You ruined his worm.
buys us time.
Please don't screw us.
But we
You
just-
fucking randomizing thing, piece of shit.
Well, it's a little late for that.
Yeah. I think we could have beat this guy.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah. 3 land isn't going to get us there. If we go land, we'd get to Consuming Aberration as a 4/4, which might shut down his board. That's not a terrible draw.
Except that we have not enough mana.
Right. It's going to get in for 8 next turn.
Pin something with the
Hands of Binding
down.
without.
We wouldn't get a Cipher, but it gives us another little bit of time, and he doesn't get Battalion.
Right. But this Battalion only gives first strike.
Oh, well.
That being said, we almost have to do it this turn because next turn, if we're casting this,
Right.
we're not able to cast Hands of Binding.
Right.
If we bounce back from this, I will be fucking shocked.
Yes, I want a Cipher. Oh!
Damn it!
It's not going to create a token?
You gave me the
token?
option!
It should have created a virus token.
I feel cheated.
Because that was like the best part of that set.
The living equipment.
Yeah.
Or living weapon.
The living end.
Okay, so our path to slower death is 2 land in a row.
Oddly enough, yes. Anytime now. Or you could time out.
Why?
Oh. That hurts.
Yeah. And right now he's like, ha, fuck you.
Well, I bet you wish you hadn't used that other card, don't you?
Except it's an 0/1 and we have no way to evolve it because everything we have in our hand costs a freaking fortune. Okay.
This would be 3. Barring a minor miracle, we're done.
I don't think there's a card in the format that could save us at this point.
No.
What if we got that one that we just saw that he has?
Oh, the Aurelia?
Yeah, and cast it without the mana to do so.
Okay, so if we could cheat...
Yes, if we could bend the laws of time and space.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
They did it every fucking week in Star Trek. Why can't we do it?
But yeah, he's going to have 8 there. He's going to have...
Yikes.
Oh, even better. Cast that and then put out the worm. Just to rub it in. Getting cock slapped.
No, we won game 1. We lost game 2. Then we lost
Game 3.
game 3.
And ultimately the match.
Yeah. Okay, it's over. Let's see.
I don't know. Our guy would have been huge.
What do you think? How many cards until we draw a land?
I'm going to say 3.
I think it's going to be the next card will be a land.
3.
Okay. Well, then I'll go in between. I'll say it's 2 cards away.
Oh!
George wins.
No.
But we still weren't going to get
No.
anywhere. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's rough. Well, it is what it is.
Yep. That right there encompasses magic. Like, if you can't live through a game like that and want to continue playing, then you need to play another game.
Exactly.
Because it will happen.
There was a game that they played for a while at Comic World. I don't remember if it was the WoW card. It might have been the WoW card game. But I think there was something where it was like if you pull like the creatures, soldiers, whatever they called them, I don't know.
Right.
And equipment, all that stuff. You would discard them, and they would have like a power value. And so you could say, fine, I take this card, I use it to pay for this other card. So you couldn't get
massacred.
Totally. I mean, you could have it be because some things would be this one is worth more points, So you'd be putting some things in your deck that didn't cost anything but made a lot of mana, and they were kind of useless, except that they made a lot of...
The big kid. That never would have happened if they taught prayer school. You should have had a conversation about that with Atheist.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was a very interesting concept, but, man, when you listen to the kids play it, oh, God, it was nauseating. I just wanted to... I wanted to, like, horsewhip them out of the store.
I've always thought, like...
Stores should have more horsewhips?
No.
Buggy whips?
I haven't always thought that.
But now...
That was more of a recent thing. No, I've always thought that if there was a variation on Magic where maybe you had a second pile that had 5 land in it or something like that you could choose to draw off of instead of off of your main deck.
Interesting.
That at the minimum you were going to be able to get X amount of mana and it wouldn't be a factor.
Yeah.
Now you would be giving up the chance to draw spells and
right.
whatever.
Well, that format exists. It's called Amateur.
Honestly, I could even see it if it was you aren't drawing off the other deck and you can play nothing that turn except a land. Where it's just, it's like your mana hosed. Fine. That's great. You can totally take right off the top of the deck. That is all you will be doing this turn.
That might actually work.
And
seriously, Garfield is rolling in his grave. Only because Rosewater's out there with a crane.
Dead, He is now.
Yeah, exactly. You can't prove that.
He sleeps in a coffin, though.
Did any of you read Rosewater's riveting?
Actually, no. The real question is, could any of you make it through Rosewater's article?
Yeah.
See, when John and I first started playing the game, and we had no freaking clue how it worked, we read it that you couldn't you couldn't tap land when it first came into play.
Right. Summoning sick.
Yep. The land was had summoning sickness. You could put any number of land that were in your hand into play every turn, and you always drew up to 7 cards in hand. So, what was it? Was it the Rack, or was it the Black Vice?
I think Black Vice.
Whichever one it was, where on your upkeep, you took damage if you were over 4 cards.
Oh, that was the Rack.
That was the Rack.
Yeah.
It meant the Rack was the most broken freaking card in the game, because you had to dump 3 cards out of your hand before your upkeep.
The article is the one where he's talking about synergy.
Yeah, he uses the term
Synergy Willikers.
Yeah.
And Synergy Wiz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he minored in creative writing. I should point that out.
It might, there might be something of value in it. I don't know.
No.
I got through about the first paragraph and a half, and I couldn't read anymore because my eyes had rolled so far back into my head that I just, all I saw was darkness.
No, Kami Kirby, we're not going to do another, because if we started now...
It would be like 1 or 2.
Yeah. I mean, we could enter an 8-4, pick the cards and
then be
lose.
done at midnight.
But... And I don't know... We could play some standard. We could play a match or 2 with down with OPP.
Not before I piss.
Maybe before you piss.
Well, maybe.
Better hurry.
If you suck at the game, then yeah.
So yeah, down with OPP is a deck we have been working on for a while.
Really? The original Ravnica was Mark Rosewater's idea? Huh. Well, good for him.
Okay.
It inspired the worst role-playing game I've ever listened to.
What this deck does, we played it on a stream previously, but that was when it was a pretty bad deck. Now it's basically just...
It's something else entirely.
I don't know. It's kind of the Naya mid-range deck that has Thragtusks and Sphinx's Revelations and whatever. But yeah, it is working better. Adding green was kind of the key. The funny thing about it was I built the deck, or we started designing the deck because we were like, God, how do you beat Thragtusk? And we said, well, you steal him and you keep him. Okay, and that was kind of our plan. And we did it with Angels, and we did it with Cloud Shifts, and we did it with all these different things. Well, at some point in the testing, it kind of came to me like, why don't I just cast my own Thragtusk? So then when we got into green, the healers, Huntmasters, it just helps buy enough time with the life gain. I do have a single acidic slime just because that's a real fun destroy a land every turn potential. So let's come out here and see if anyone's playing standard and whether or not we can get in a game. Okay.
Well, that's a lot of land.
Yeah, that's got to be a mulligan. But that we can keep. It's not great because both of these would come into play tap. We could play that and then that, get our auger going. Against Naya humans, that's going to be a pretty fast deck. But if we can get to the point where we're bouncing our Huntmaster each turn, that'll definitely slow down their
losers?
Their deck. Well, Meddling Mage isn't standard legal, so I guess Nevermore would be an option on how to beat Thragtusk, but that just seems so logical.
Was Meddling Mage now?
He's a 2/2 creature that also you can name a card and they can't play it.
Huh.
Here, Hunt or Farseek, I think it's more important that we get some land than cast an X spell that we can't actually. I have considered adding Boros Reckoner. I actually got my first in a draft a couple days ago. My thought with Boros Reckoner is he doesn't have an enter play ability, so we can't really abuse him with Conjurer's Closet. And so then the question becomes, what else do we have to add to the deck to abuse him? So do I need to be running Blasphemous Axe? Do I need to be running...
What the hell does he do?
Damage dealt to him. You deal that much damage to...
That's right.
He's the actual Winotar. And so the one thing that I have thought about is...
Just making a Winotar deck?
Yeah. Like, he would be a very solid idea for a Winotar deck. Five. Did I... Oh, he's got Cathedral Whores.
Cathedral Whores?
Yep. A bunch of Cathedral Whores.
We're boned.
So probably want to go Falls and cast Farseek. I mean, once we get Huntmaster down, especially if we can get that into Conjurer, we can... let's see, we have 2 blue, we have 1 red, we have 1 green.
Oh, so this is down with OVP?
So we have no white.
Man. I want Hot Wings.
Who doesn't? Holy shit, do I want Hot Wings. Let's go do that. It's almost midnight. What are our Hot Wing options?
Hot Wing options.
Proving once again that anything can be a double entendre. If you say it right.
Stupid. Hot Wings at Denny's? What country do you fucking live in?
Unfortunately, I'm going to go with unfortunately. We do not have a Denny's in Lincoln.
Is Denny's international?
What's that? Oh, that's Perkins. No, Denny's. Oh, yeah, no Denny's in Lincoln.
Oh, so you are from America.
The fat one. The fat one.
Enter the fat one.
Okay. So here, would we survive if I Conjurer's Closet?
No.
So
do we really want to live after this?
He'll be all exalted and stuff, but he probably just...
okay, if he attacks with all 3, this guy would get battalion and he would deal 8. If he attacks just with 1, he would deal 6.
Oh, is that it?
If he plays another human,
Hunt
7.
Master Kump with a wolf.
Right. They're probably right about that. Like, if we play out the Hunt Master...
Hunt, 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 he's the huntsman, into action is his cry.
We gain a little bit of life. We get a creature that we can chump with if he is banking on Exalted. If he's not, we can maybe do some double blocks or some other bad idea.
Sure. Like streaming. Streaming was a terrible idea.
Amen.
I'm very disappointed that we did not get to the Oreos. But we'll save those for later.
There are Oreos?
Of course there are Oreos. It's George. George always brings Oreos. If he doesn't bake something
I usually bring Oreos.
Incredible, he usually brings Oreos.
Okay, so this turn... I can block the Knight of Glory with the plan of next turn playing Conjurer's Closet, and I can get another wolf out of it.
Tell you what, if I had $1 for every time you block one of my Knights of Glory,
that's probably
I had some glorious knights ahead of me. You blocked them all.
We'll just try that. It's not a great play. It'll gain us 2 life. It'll get us another
wolfy wolf.
Yeah. We do have 2 ways of stealing creatures, so if we can get the Conjurer's Closet going and we don't die before it happens, we can take all of his creatures.
Take his battalion creature. Use our wolf, our hunt master, and his own battalion creature against him.
Yes.
Kinky.
Gain 2 life. Get another wolf.
Jump, 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 jump.
Swipe his champion, and then just constantly put the hunt master into play, making you get bigger.
You're not wrong, sir.
So, wow.
Huh, that's a lot of shit, dude.
That is. I mean, we're going to steal his champion, but when we bounce him, he'll be back to a 1/1. That's the unfortunate thing. Do I need to keep around the hunt master? Probably. So I probably just... Well, okay. If I play out Zealous Conscript, we have another Hunt Master in hand. So I could trade with that guy.
Yeah, eliminate his board. Whatever you gotta do, whatever you have to do to remove creatures from his side of the board right now.
Except this guy comes back undead, but
it's still
worth it.
Because in order for us to steal and pair it out and make it even, it behooves us to get rid of this shit.
Behooves.
That's right, thank you. I always thought behooves was like beheading. We would just cut off the hooves.
Oh, that'd be awful.
That'd be fucking terrible.
Okay, so the good thing out of this is that we're going to be able to attack with a 6/6 guy. And then bounce him.
Sure.
And then he's going to have 2 3/3s attacking 2/1 and a 2/1. We're still kind of at that point of how do we...
And he's like, what?
Survive, but...
Have more mana.
What I love is you always run...
Oh, crap.
Oh.
What just happened?
He said, F that.
Yep. Actually has a counter.
Holy shit.
Do people really play with Face Shield?
He did.
Yep.
How'd that work out?
What just happened?
He won.
Got protection from red.
Never mind.
And so we can bounce
Never mind.
this. Is there anything that we get a benefit from stealing? No.
Nope. You could have took the... no, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's the same.
No matter what, it's going back to him.
Jesus.
3, yeah. I mean, we're dead.
Wow. That's insane.
So the face shield was really the thing that killed us.
The coup de grace.
So what we can put in against him, though, Rolling Tumblers are awesome against that deck. It's going to kill most of his creatures.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be willing to go with Blasphemous Act as well. Bad things against him are kind of our later game.
Right.
Acidic Slime, Zealous Conscripts. I'm going to keep in the Mark of Mutinies because it's still a way to steal their creatures. And the Conjurer's Closets still play well with these guys, but that just gives us 3 more ways to kill them. And I can't think of... I mean, the other thing would be Mist Raven, whether we're better off having something that can bounce his creatures, especially a champion who's gaining tokens each turn. He's not countering things, so I don't mind losing a Cavern of Souls, and I can toss in a Mist Raven.
I like it.
Okay, we have a Blasphemous Act. Have a way to ramp into some mana.
Nice.
This is actually a pretty good...
Yeah. It's a good start. You can auger right away.
So, but all of these lands come into play tapped unless we get one of the other lands.
We can always Farseek for that shit, though.
Yeah. It'll just be a little slow, but nice thing about Blasphemous Act is this guy is going to die to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here I'm actually going to pay the 2 life.
Right, so you can Farseek.
So I can Farseek this turn. And we don't have any white. We do have 2 blue. We have green. I'll go with a Hallowed Fountain to get us some blue and white.
Excuse me.
And that also allows us to play these coming into, well, between these 2.
Yeah. And guys, feel free to, to take a look at this deck and figure out ways to improve it. We don't do deck tech much because I don't know, it sounded too much like a job. So.
Okay. A Bonfire or 2. I had Bonfire in. It just never, I don't know. It wasn't working for me. It wasn't coming up at relevant times. I only have 2. And I found that, like, either I'd have it in my opening hand and then it was costing so
like
much.
Nick. It needs black.
Yeah.
We're not that far away from a Blasphemous Act as all these creatures keep coming out. So it's actually 5 mana. So next turn I could cast it if I wanted to.
And what's Blasphemous Act do again?
Like 13 damage to everything?
Yeah, 13 damage to all creatures.
Including yours?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, so I could kill everything. I could Thragtusk first, and then kill everything, and Thragtusk will come back.
I like that better.
I'll still have a 3/3 on the board. Gain 5 life. It's probably a better.
Because he seems to be pretty mana hosed, too.
It's the Thragtusk he is. It's a silly looking monster, though.
Sure.
The Thragtusk?
Yeah. I mean, I'd be intimidated as hell if I saw one. But it's silly looking.
Yeah, Tristani's an interesting thought. Oh, good. I'm glad he played out another.
Soul Bond! Stupid mechanic.
So at this point, I think I will.
Is it time to drop the
Yeah.
bomb?
Yeah, do the board wiper. He still has 3 cards in hand, which...
Now, should you attack in with a Thragtusk first?
Oh, there's our 2 packs from that.
Wee!
And Flappo won, so...
Oh, Flappo the Clown.
It's almost worth it, losing.
He actually had to change it. His original name was Fappo the Clown. And Top Deck King said, hey, stop. You took my name.
He's like,
Okay.
Well, at least we're drawing a lot of land.
If I attack in, he will block with his double striker. It'll kill our...
Oh, sure. We don't want that.
Yeah.
Let's just, just fucking
him,
annihilate everything. Push the button, Frank.
Kaboom. So he saved him.
Does that work?
Since it deals damage, yes.
Interesting. God, I hate that fucking card.
Yeah. I'm right there with you now.
So, that didn't help us at all.
Faith's Shield. It helped us in that...
He can't battalion.
And he doesn't have double strike. He has triple exalted triggers, which is just lovely, but...
Fuck me. That's crazy.
Why haven't you built an Exalted deck, Mob? You like Exalted.
I love Exalted. I just don't like
Building
Magic.
decks.
I don't like Magic. I don't like building decks. Because I don't have the resources to do it.
This is a hell of a flood, John.
Yeah.
Yep. But statistically speaking, these next few turns should be awesome.
Gonna turn it around.
Turn my life around.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Turn the beat around.
Probably attack just with a Squire.
I think I'll attack with the champion. Surprise me.
I mean, I know why you do, but at the same time, you may as well hold it back because then you aren't taking the 3 points.
Ugh. Oh, F off.
It's just the theme for the day.
It really is. It's like you got tagged or something.
Yeah. Hope for a revelation, exactly. We could have a huge Sphinx's revelation that...
So you say you want a revelation. Yeah, well, you know.
Come on, Karma.
Oh, is that what that land is called?
Yeah.
Bam. There was the revelation. But...
I'm so glad you suicided. That's the best ever.
Yeah.
You're like just a big final fuck you to the opponent.
So that's what the deck does. I forgot to stop recording on our other thing.
Oh.
Sorry that you had to watch that. Bye.
You can't fire me, I quit. Exactly. Exactly.
Well, that was a hell of a thing.
Sure.
Put the deck up again.
Okay.
All right, people. So we enjoyed the streaming. So get more people to watch. That's your task. Because we're certainly not going to make any effort to get more people to watch. We're not changing a thing. It's all going to have to be up to you.
There you go. There's the deck.
Anyway.
Oh.
And cue screen capture.
So yeah.
That's it.
If you have ideas, maybe I'll take a screenshot or something and put it up on the website. Wouldn't that be novel?
Yeah, that'd be kinky.
But if you have ideas, let us know.
And if you don't have ideas, we don't mind chatting. I'm going to think about this.
Sweet.
To tell you the truth, well, Deadeye, I tried that for a little while. Nice thing about Deadeye was kind of the same nice thing about Conjurer's Closet, that you had like a reoccurring loop. We tried Archimancer with Ghostly Flicker.
Which is fun if you can get the loop going. But...
Right. But honestly, like, the best I've been able to get is just, you get the Conjurer's Closet out and steal a few of their creatures.
Conjurer's Closet was my favorite children's show.
It was not a children's show.
No?
Yeah, no, it was, in fact...
Then why did that guy keep asking me to go into his closet?
There were children on the show.
Huh.
But not because they wanted to be.
And somehow it always devolved into Romper Room.
No, wasn't that like a different one of those things with Marion the Librarian?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was really fucked up aliens.
Yeah.
The one where the
witch had her in the basement and they had a magic machine that made books.
Wait, now, what episode was the strap-on one?
Now, which one was the one
that never happened, Bob.
that had a mummy?
Oh, that's Reverse the Curse.
Reverse the Curse.
I've been trying that my entire fucking life.
Reverse the Curse really was kind of Conjurer's Closet.
yeah, no, I can see that. Like, you go into the basement, and for some reason there's, like, a mummy, and they have to read.
I hate mummies.
Every fucking time. Okay, thanks for watching. Ish. We'll see you next week.
We will?
Well,
that's the idea.
Hopefully.
Jeez, I did not sign on to that.
Have we stopped?
I mean, there's 8 to 9 really.
Who the fuck is
people.
Duck Dodgers?
He's from the...
No.
He made some comments.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not pay attention.
What the hell is Tristani?
Take it easy, you. Dude.
Tristani is the mythic that I got in our real life draft, where every time it can populate for free, or not for free. For 3, you tap and you populate, and every time a creature comes into play, you gain life equal to its toughness.
Okay.
Damn.
So if we were bouncing whatever, you get a lot of...
Like Thragtusk.
Yeah.
On steroids.